The importance of communication, man. It's important to communicate, man. It's very important. That's the greatest thing about human beings. We're able to really express how we feel, man. You know, we gotta get busy, man. It's time to get busy. Time to get to work. Save these kids, man. It's gonna be boring in the beginning, but eventually it'll pick up some momentum. But unfortunately, when you're not really talking about nothing chaotic, nobody really wants to tune in because that's how the world is for now. Yeah, man, we gotta get right. We gotta get right, man. I gotta get my joint shaped up. Word. It's very important to communicate, man. Let people know how you feel, man. Sir, salute, King. Peace and strength, man. That's love. Thank you, man. Drinks and discussions. Much love, B. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you. Word, man. I'm trying to talk about communication, man. Being able to communicate and try to reach out to these kids, but when you speak to them, you might have to say stuff over and over again. Just like when we was kids, we didn't know everything. You know, true story, B. Word, man. We can communicate, man. Just stay on them, man, because it's unfortunate what they going through. And like I said, man, when I was coming up, I always thought it would change, man. I I, I never thought it would still be the same. But unfortunately, to a degree, it is, man. So that's why I always, when I see these kids when they working, I'll be like, yo, man, I'm proud of you. I tell them, yo, they look at you crazy because they're not used to hearing stuff like that from strangers. So gotta reach out to them, man. Let them kids know that that's doing the right thing. Hey, reach out to your partners, man. The people that ain't really doing nothing. Yo, come on, snatch them up, man. Yo, let's go to work. Man, I wasn't even thinking about no job when I was a kid, man. Real sad. And now that's all I do is work, man. Try to get my kids in the put my kids in a better position than I was left in. It's very important, man, to leave something to your children, or else they'll become a part of the cycle, or at least get them a skill. If you can't leave them nothing. At least get them a skill, man. Truck driving, engineering, mechanic work, all kinds of stuff, man. That service work will never run out of style, man. Word. I'm trying to get familiar with doing these lives, B, so I can start cranking up. Got tons of ideas, man. I would hate to die and not fulfill some of these ideas that I have, man. Right. Exactly. That's a fact, yo. That's a whole fact, B. That's exactly what you have to do, man. You have to not dumb yourself down, but like be more understanding. Cause you made mistakes too when we was kids. We didn't you didn't come out the womb knowing everything we know now. And most of my knowledge, it took me a long time, man. Cause I still was messed up in the streets and stuff like that. It took me a long time to come out of it. But God bless, man. My kid's mother, I had a lot of influential people in my life, man, that looked out for me, that made me, that shaped me to who I am right now. But definitely, man, yeah, I talk to my kids just like I talk to anybody else, just minus the cursing. I just don't curse, but I tell it to them raw, man. Explain to them how it is, man. So it's no surprise, and I try to give them no excuse to. If you fail in life, you can't say it was because of me. No way. And they gonna give you that. Right. Yeah, my pops wasn't never even around. I didn't even have that. I'm still getting to know my pops actually, man. Yeah, but definitely, yeah. When somebody's when you small, 5 years old, man, an adult. Oh man, especially a 6 foot adult, man, it's kind of scary. Cause that's how it was when my uncle, me and my uncle. My uncle was like 6 feet. Facts. Yeah, that's the truth, family. That's all I do, man. I talk to him raw. But I remember my uncle used to get on me, man. He was so much bigger than I was. It used to be terrifying, man. You're right, B. It was terrifying. And I was a small dude. I'm still small. I'm only 5'8". I just got a little mass on me, but as far as like height, I'm only 5'8". For real, man. And he was like 6 foot. He was like six. He's like 6'1". So when he used to speak to me, man, I used to be like, yo, I used to be mad shook, yo. But my pops was never around, and you know, typical neighborhood stuff. You know, I wish I kind of like would have had a male figure in my life, because I wasn't the toughest dude. Yeah, Sage, for real, man. Tabar, salute, King. Much love, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming, man. I appreciate that, man. That's love, man. That's gonna give me some motivation, cause Sage is crazy, man. I don't know if you telling the truth or not, Sage. That's my dude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm only 5'8" though. So you can imagine a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, man, super terrified. Yeah, me too. That's the only place I could dunk too, man, on the biddies, yo. For real. They used to have the biddies over there on Southern Boulevard. Like that's where we used to go to the ball out. We used to go to the biddies and stuff. Then we had some monkey bars on my block. And we used to just dunk on the monkey bars. But we kind of outgrew that. I was like, when he was like 10, 12, something like that, 10, 11. You start going to the biddies, then dudes in the neighborhood just start flushing it. I just wasn't as fortunate. I didn't grow. Can't blame it on the herb. There's a lot of my dudes that's mad tall. They used to smoke, so that can't be it, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to get really familiar with it, man. So I got a lot of things on my mind. Yeah, the fire escape, no question. No question, yo. Yeah, that's a fact, yo. That's definitely a fact. Yeah, it's a bar. Yeah, I just wanna stay away from distractions, man. For the most part, cause I got real stuff going on in real life. I don't knock nobody for how whatever they do. Literally, I love everybody, man. Literally, cause I know the importance. But yeah, I don't knock nobody for whatever they doing. I mean, more power to them. If some people get peace and crazy stuff. Yo, salute, Jad. Much love, man. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you, man. That's mad love. Yeah, no question, man. Yeah, yeah. I just believe because I had a conversation with a dude, and he was telling me something about yo, the kids don't listen, but I'm like, you can't just give up on them though. You got to stay at it, and then eventually they'll cave in. They be like, man, let me get this dude off my back, man. Come on, but really, we're just trying to get them to fill out applications. I mean, those that are eligible to work. You know, if you're eligible to work, if you the age, go to work, man. You just what you doing is you cutting the bull snot out your life and getting to the real life stuff, because eventually that's what's going to happen. That's what happened to me. All that time I wasted, and then to find out the income I could have did it more simpler by just working. I didn't know that back then though. I didn't know nothing about it. So I'm like, yo, damn, you know. But once you start working, you see how peaceful life is, man. You know what I mean? It just became so peaceful, and it actually slowed down for me. My life started slowing down, and I started having better understanding on things, and started studying, and and then I came to an overall understanding about divine peace, and then I found it. When I found it, I started being able, thank through the grace of God, I had Malcolm X. That's who I studied. I studied him, and I became so peaceful, but not just peace with, you know, people that look like I do. I mean peaceful with everybody, yo. Blacks, whites, everybody, man. Latinos, you know, just everybody. And once I found that peace, I was able to show true love. Like I was like, yo, man, it's not hard for me to tell somebody I love them, because I might not know you long enough to say, yo, I love you just for being a human being. That's why I love so much. Being a part of the human family. Right, right, exactly, B. You right, B. Drinks and discussions. That's a whole fact, family. That's a whole fact, definitely. That's what I try to do too. I try to explain to them, you don't want to look back on your life and be like, dag, I could have did this, I could have did that. That's why I'm starting to try to get more familiar with the lives, because I wanna just like I said, I don't think economics will solve everything, but when you got a little bit of money, you think a little bit better, as opposed to salute, true, much love, King. That's my bro, yo. Salute, family. But when you I'm not saying money will solve everything, but you don't really think rationally when you broke. That's what I reflected back on when I was a kid in the street. I'm like, dang, that's why they make so many wise decisions. And then when you have children, you're supposed to even be more relaxed even then, you know. But some people, it has a reverse effect, man, and they never really lose that street mentality, man. They never lose it, and it's like, wow, man. Even, you know, you figure that with age people evolve, but some people don't, man. Some people really don't, and they be stuck, man. But yo, that's what I tell my kids as well, man. I always tell them, you don't want to look back on something and regret it, you know. Like so many things that I regret. So I try to tell them, hey, just each time, like each second that goes forward is time that you can never get back, you know. You can't get this time back. Every second that goes forward, man, we can't get it back. So it's best. That's why I do everything righteously. Man, I don't even kill flies, yo. That's how paranoid I be. I'm like, yo, I gotta do things right, because I did so much wrong. Now that I'm conscious and I have a better understanding of life, I got to move. I got to move righteous. Got to be. But you could find, some people find peace in chaos, man. That's how my mother was. She loved chaos, yo. I could never understand that. I'm like, dang, you know, you of age where you should be on some more, like, calm it down type of stuff. It's not. That's not even a situation. It's like she loved it, and I'm like, yo, you gotta stay away from that joint. It's gonna take you out. And sure enough, it killed her, man. The drama, be. That's why I don't do it, man. I don't do it. I'm not gonna let nothing take me out of here earlier. I want to see my kids have kids, you know, and if possible, my great grands, you know. Um, that'll be a beautiful thing. That lets you know you living. So that's why I just try to do everything the right way, man. Try to always be peaceful. Speak to people that don't look like I do. Tickle people's brains, you know, just because I find that it's all different kind of genres, even on with the YouTube. And my lane is the peace. I want it to be about peace and economics and trying to figure out how we can save these children and get them in get them pointed in the right direction. Bring out more programs, do more stuff on 'em. Like I said, it's over 300 million people that live in America, man. It's ridiculous. And you mean to tell me we can't all put up $1 or two, just $1 or two, nothing major, man. And you got people that aren't even born here, and they come here and they just blessed, they get blessed from the government. But that's the only thing, man. We gotta start doing for each other. Once we start saving, man. Yeah, it is, family. It is. That's why I refuse to argue with somebody over the internet, man. Yeah, I just can't do it. But like I said, I don't knock nobody for how they move. I respect everybody. Everybody got their own lane, and they do what they do. I just don't want to do that. Like I said, I got enough stuff going on in the real world. I come here. I come here for peace, to build, and then I got some great relationships with people on here, and great relationships, man. And I'm very thankful to meet, because I know genuine people, man. And if we just keep it basic, focused on the task, and not try to get really too familiar, like everything should be gravy, man. That's all it is. You want to respect people's privacy. Whoever you are, it's cool. That's what you do. And my dude just hit me. I don't even know. I don't want to mess it up and then get knocked off. I told him I was going live. It's another good brother, man. I just want to build a nice YouTube family, and especially focusing on U.S. problems, because the people that are are in charge, they're not right and exact, man. We already know. Yeah, definitely. No, no. Yeah, because it's different with a teenager. With a teenager, you can't really. They kind of a little bit more hip, The kids in the streets, like it's this little kid that be rapping. Um, he's a knucklehead, real knucklehead. Think he a tough guy, and I always run into him when I take my kids to the park, and I always see him. I pull him to the side. I listen to his music. It's typical, like that genre, that gangster genre. That's what these kids is into, and people got to pay attention to that, because they actually talking about killing each other. It was going on before, but now that with that drill stuff, it's just way different, man. And I'm not saying Duke that youngster's in that lane, but he's like borderline into it. He's only like maybe 16, 17. You can tell his parents care about him, because he's I never seen him dirty. He be up to par, so he got somebody that care about him. And I try to explain to him, you can't mix the business with the tough guy stuff. Right, right. Yeah, that's a fact, yo. True, B. What y'all went through, what y'all era was way worse than mine, man. Way worse. Yeah, y'all era was like what y'all seen the birth of all the drugs really hitting our communities, and you seen the devastation, um, gradually that moved through the communities, man. Word. I saw it because my parents were on drugs. Yeah, my parents was on drugs too. So, but my mother she did a great job of hiding it. She did a really good job of hiding it. Right. I can imagine, true. I can imagine what you went through, man. Because you could see the the actual you know the the wisdom, the experience. Put it like that. The experience. You don't even have to tell me your age. I mean, I remember you told us in a live your age, but the experience, man. But to see your face and to see you how you talking on YouTube is so peaceful, and I respect that, man, because you already know the chaotic years. They behind you now. You know, some people our age, they still going through the chaos, man. Word, man. Wow. See that too, man. That's another experience in itself, man. You go from a crazy situation to a more and oppressive situation. I'm not even talking about with the CEOs. I'm talking about like with the inmates too. You know, you will figure that you in here to be corrected, but you still in there doing the crazy stuff, doing this, doing that, and then you still bringing this mentality back out to the streets. And the kids that love you, because my big bros, when they went away and they came back, you know, it was like, yo, you know, it was, you know, in our community, it's like a badge of honor. Man, somebody keep calling me, B. Mark, salute, King. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, right. Yeah, official. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly, man. I don't even. Yeah, salute, Mark. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate everybody, man. All of y'all. Much love. Yeah, man. Yeah, nobody definitely never try to glorify that silly stuff, man. Because the reason that's the reason why I don't tell stories, because it's like they typical. It ain't nothing, even though it's a genre of life that we talking about, but it ain't. I don't know. Somehow, you know, back then when we was coming up, those stories, they were looked at like as, you know, that's something I might want to do one day. It's crazy like that, man. People know, man. The communities, man. When we come from going to jail, is a badge of honor, man. People look at you with different, get shot, shooting at somebody, or you know, it's just crazy, man. You know, and it's still like that to this day. I was on the internet one day watching this young kid from Brooklyn, He was from he's from the Ville. He raps. His name is JD, and he's incarcerated right now. And he was just bragging to this dude about he was on the island. And I remember the first time I hit the island, I was 16. And you know, I came out bragging because it's a badge of honor, man. It's crazy. That's a fact, B. Yeah, we do, man. We do. That's why, I don't even fight. I have now. If somebody physically try to harm me, of course I'm gonna protect myself because I gotta protect myself. But as far as like words and stuff like that, I don't pay attention to none of that stuff, man. I don't pay attention to none of that. I'll be like, yo, I mean, it's just words, and I truly understand the definition of just words and not paying attention to it, and not letting your pride get involved and get you in a situation where it's hard to get out of it, man. I refuse to let somebody dictate my my life for me. I'm gonna be in control of what's going on with me, especially when it comes to my freedom, man. Yeah, I ain't playing when I come to my freedom. I'm trying to be out here, yo. I did a skid bid back in the days, 20 months, and I was out. Ghost guns, yeah. Right. And then the sad part about it is that they think sometimes like it was some kids out here. Yo, these kids down here in down south, they be hammered up, man. They really got artillery, man. It's like I've been around them, and I used to explain to him. I was like, yo, once in a while you're gonna have to use that thing, man. It ain't just for play, like shiny chrome joint. I'm like, oh, it's pretty, it's beautiful, but it's gonna be a point in time where you're gonna have to use it, unfortunately. And in fact, one of the kids that happened to, he ended up killing someone, and he tried to hang up. He tried to hang up in jail, but they caught him. Oh yeah, no question, it's true. Yeah, oh, I ain't never, but like I said, I don't knock nobody for what they do, but I ain't never been over there and it been chaotic, man. I'm not saying nobody channel they are chaotic and nothing like that, cause I don't want no problems, man. I mean, real life and on YouTube, I don't want no problems. Yeah, me too. True. It is embarrassing, but it's important, man. To be around. We fortunate to be around all walks of life, and then you can see how different people live, and you're like, wow, man, this dude is peaceful, man. I never seen him get out, never seen him get upset or anything like that. And you start admiring stuff like that, man. You're like, wow, I hope I could be like that one day. Cause I was always searching for peace, man. It just I didn't know at the moment I had to get out of that street stuff. Once I got out of the street stuff, oh man, it was like a cloud, like a gray cloud went over my head, and just everything just became bright and sunny, man. And then I just stepped out of that lifestyle. I stepped out of that lifestyle like, man, years ago, about 13, 14 years ago. And I never looked back. I never sold anything. I can't even tell you the last time I shot a weapon. I don't own a weapon. I don't knock nobody if you do own a weapon, but we just need people that are responsible with them. Yo, what up, Six? Salute, Queen. That's much love, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, Six is my lady, man. She's official. Thanks, Sage. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Six, man. Six both for president. That's my lady. You're official, mommy. You be coming with a lot of wisdom too. Yeah, she come with a lot of wisdom. Time. Yep. Yeah, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. Once your life slow down, man, from being involved with so much chaos, it's beautiful, man. It just you get to really appreciate life, man. That's why I just that's right. Salute, Six. Or yeah, but you get to really appreciate it, because like I'm 43, so I'm on the second half of my life. I probably only got 30 more years, and then I'll be checking out. So I wanna do it the right way, peaceful, watching the kids grow, helping these youngsters along the way, man. If I can, I talked to the school because my kids was having a little bit of issues, and I always teach them to protect themselves, but always if you do get into any kind of confrontation, try to talk it out. Don't be afraid to tell the teachers, because we're not doing it. It's a difference between school and the streets, yo. School is not the streets, so I'm not gonna be prepping them like, okay, yo, don't snitch on them, yo, tell them that, yo, for real. That's what we got to do now with these kids, because if we'll be saving them from something tragic happening in the future, where they have to decide. They might be with a friend that shoots and kills somebody. Salute, salute, Eminem. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. You know, keep these kids from stuff that in the future that could be tragic, where they might have to make a decision like that. But if you prevent it from happening, knowing that, yo, it's not cool to hang out with people with guns, man. It's not cool. That's not cool at all. What's cool is going to work, taking care of your family, looking out for your fellow human, um, helping in any way you can, you know. Tavar, that's my dude, man. Yeah. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Much love to everybody. But yeah, that's my main focus. I just wanna give it a shot. Even when people say things can't happen, I wanna give it an effort before I say it failed, you know? I'm not gonna just give up without even giving it a shot, because most people are like, oh, yo, this won't happen, that won't happen, and that's fine. If you have that kind of attitude, you get those kind of results, man. Yeah, Six is a trip. Yeah. Word, man. Yeah. That's what I tell my children, man. Don't the streets and school is totally different, man. If it's gonna keep you from getting into trouble, you got to do what you got to do. You got to tell them, despite what how people will feel, how the other kids will feel. Oh, don't trust him. He a snitch. It's not the streets, man. Unfortunately, in our communities, that's what happens. It they it's like yo, he a snitch in school. It's okay, cool. But I tell you what, man, I won't be behind no prison wall because when I was in school, it was like jail, man. It was like you was already getting prepped for it. Like, yo, this is what's gonna happen. Nah, nah, nah. It's crazy, man. I'm talking about second, third grade, man. It was rough. It's rough, man. They really need to decrease the class population. You know, try to get it down to like 10 to 15 children. You might could reach more people, reach them more. The ones that really need the help, because that's what me and the teachers was talking about. They hire people for bull snot, man. Oh yeah, salute, Fink. Salute, King. Man, I really appreciate you coming in. You too, King. Much love, man. Thank you for coming in, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, because you know it's gonna be difficult in the beginning when you just talking about positive stuff. So I know I got a challenge in front of me, and but I just refuse to. I gotta be me. I'm not gonna compromise that for nothing, man. I'm gonna be who I am. That's all I can be, man. I'm not gonna be something I'm not. I'm not gonna try to fit in or anything like. I'm too old for that. I'm gonna talk about real life stuff, real stuff, man. What's going on? So we can get to it, cause like a lot of times, man, we need to start our own stuff. The common people, just like our own social media platforms, or at least have an investment in it. You know, everybody can eat. Everybody, literally. Word. There's too many people in the world. We all just supported each other. It'd be crazy. It'll go through the roof. They won't be able to stop us. But that's what they do. The lack of communication. It's a lot of different things that where everybody's trying to do their own thing individually. I mean, if it works for you, it works. With me, I found I'd rather do it collectively, man. I'd rather do it with a family. It's more genuine. With just common people, because that's all we are. We just common people that's being ran by a small percentage of the population. We being controlled in a form. But we be alright though. Word. Got a little nine in the chat, V. Oh, salute, Sue. Much love, man. I appreciate you. Louis, that's my guy, V. Salute, King. Much love, man. I gotta sign out though, man. I'm about to go get something to eat. That's why my peoples keep calling me. Yo, much love, man. I appreciate you, family. But yo, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, I gotta go boat. That's why she calling. But like I said, I'm gonna be more active. I ain't gonna come on all the time, but you know, I want people to get tired of me. Like, yo, what up? True story, B. Much love, King. Yo, I appreciate y'all though, man. Much love, man. Y'all will be safe too. Much love.